Hey, Blue Lock Season 2 just wrapped up, and I wanted to make a review of the second season because I feel like everyone has a lot of mixed opinions, especially because of the animation. And I was seeing a lot of memes online about the PowerPoint, the slideshow. It's just not good. A lot of people in the comments were hating on it. And I just wanted to put my opinions out there on the series, give brief descriptions of the episodes, and talk about what's next. So, the finale it was a great episode. A lot of people loved it. The reception it's receiving is really good. I think it definitely reeled the episode back in. If you look at what it is rated at, it is a 9.5, and the episode before the final was a 9.4. So that rating on an anime episode is extremely hard to get. I think very few have episodes above 9. So that is huge for the show, because earlier in the episode, this season had an episode that is rated a 6, and that was the second episode where they were doing the tryouts to see who was going to be on the team. And now that I discussed the final rating, I want to start from the very first episode. Just a quick description in case you haven't seen it yet. So the first episode, it just introduces the team that they're going to be playing, the Japan under-20 team. Then the second episode, it shows Isagi with two other people that we haven't really seen. They play alongside two people that are already confirmed to be on the team, and they have to prove that they're good enough to play alongside them for the under-20 game. And then, let me read this, I'm sorry. The episode 3, they just make it. They make the team, all of them, and then at episode 4, that's when it just keeps on showing. The first few episodes are just the characters we know, like all the main characters pretty much get accepted onto the team, and then they make their game plan, they practice. It just shows them pretty much bonding together. And then episode 5 is called Flow. This is an important episode because I don't know his name. The super smart guy with Ego with the smart glasses. He tells everybody about the way to win. He does his first big coaching moment. He tells them about the flow state, because in this world you get powers like you're in Dragon Ball Z. But he tells them that if you need to win, then you're going to have to be so entranced and put your entire body and mind in the game of soccer, and then you'll achieve your flow state. And just imagine, what's that stupid basketball? I don't know, the basketball one where the guy never misses and the kids get superpowers. It's pretty much a normal thing in sports anime where they just have superpowers, but it's pretty much going Super Saiyan. So then it really starts on episode 6. So the first 5 episodes of season 2 are just building up to what would be the Blue Lock versus Under 20 match. And I actually really liked this episode because it just showed, it set the stakes up very well. It set the stakes high. It has an entire stadium packed with over 100,000 people, I'm gonna say, and pretty much the entirety of Japan is watching it, because the Japan Under 20 team is super hyped up, I guess. I haven't seen a stage this packed since Michael Jordan was playing in the Bulls. They are loved. Japan soccer is apparently the biggest thing in the world. So the entire country of Japan is watching this. And the stakes are, if Blue Lock wins, then they get to become the new Japan team. And if they lose, then Blue Lock is disbanded. It's over. It's GG. So this is where it really begins. All their parents are in the stands or anything. It's just a cool episode. And then they start playing, and then it starts off with Bachira and Isagi doing a back and forth thing, and then I don't really think anything happens. Nothing crazy in this episode. I think they just get stopped by the captain of the under 20 team. He's a super good defender. And then episode 7, it's titled Itoshi Sai, and that is the older brother of Rin. So he scores a crazy goal, and then the whole crowd freaks out because this guy might as well be Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant when they're in China. So then Reen decides he can do the exact same thing better, but he pretty much scored a corner kick without going like it being a corner kick. He just went to the edge of the field and he kicked it and it did a super curve and it was a perfect shot. It's crazy. Rin tries to do the same thing. He gets a crossbar. He's a crossbar hero. And then I forget. And then Nagi. This is the episode when things got turned up. This is when you knew that you were in for some peak. Nagi did the most insane shot I've seen. He caught the ball midair with his foot. He brought it down. He like punted it with his toe so it bounced, and then he jumped, did a 360, and then he booted that shit into the goal. I saw that and I got goosebumps, and I already liked the season before. I know everyone was hating on the animation, but I'm just here for the ride. I like it. I'm okay with a little bit of bad CGI or a little slideshow. But this scene actually got me so hyped, and I was so excited for the next episode. Now, episode 8 is called Blue Jeans. It's pretty much a Rin and Sai centered match. Then there's the Rock Lee looking dude called Nico. He's a good defender. Okay, yeah, it's just so Blue Lock is on the offensive. They get a good opportunity, and I think Rin is being locked up like he's playing against a 2K lockdown defender. And he has to shoot with his left, and it actually goes in. So that puts Blue Lock at 2-1. They take the lead in episode 8. And then this is where the under 20 team, they realize that they're not playing like just a bunch of noobs. They're actually a really good team. And then they just decide to lock in. So episode 9, it's called Night Show. Let's see. Okay, I think halftime it hits halftime, and then Itoshi Sai, he said earlier in the season, if I'll judge if it's worth me playing with you guys or not. So they're down at halftime against a bunch of no-names, and then he says, okay, I'm leaving. But then Shido, the psycho dude that got kicked out of Blue Lock, he's on their team now, and he says, no, I want to play with you. And he says, okay, I guess I'm staying. So then he joins their team, and then shit gets turned up a notch. It goes, this guy is actually Jesus, pretty much. So they just have perfect chemistry, and then they just go crazy. Nothing really happens, though. They just introduce Shido back into the episodes. It's substitutions. I think, I don't know if the King came in this episode or not, but he comes in for a sub due to an injured toe. And then episode 11. Episode 11 is where, like, it reaches, like, it's just going up from there. You can't really, it's just beautiful. Since episode 11, each episode is rated 9 or higher. So that will give you an idea. So Shido enters the flow and unleashes an insane kick, something you probably imagined yourself doing as a child. So the ball is flying over the sky. No one can get it. The dude jumps. He does a backflip, and then he kicks the ball like above his head with his foot as he's about to fall. And then it is going so fast. No one can save it. It's the perfect shot. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And this is when he's in the flow state, so he might as well be a god walking amongst men. But then after this, Isagi goes up to Ego and he's like, we can't stop them now. What do we do? And then Ego goes on like a little like villainish monologue. He's like, this is all a part of my plan. We've already won. Even if you lose, you're going to be scouted. You're going to have a nice, successful career in soccer. And he's like, shut the hell up. I want to win right now. No one cares about that. We're here to win. And then he gives them like some coachly advice, and then they just go crazy. Or no, I think after that coach advice, then they sub in King. And that ends that episode. And then episode 12. Okay, this is where Rio comes in. Rio's the purple hair guy that likes Nagi so much. He turned out to be a great defender out of nowhere. I guess he has a Sharingan apparently, because he is copying kids' moves one for one, band for band. So he copied their best defenders. Like, I don't even know why he has to copy it. It's just a jump and headbutt. And then that leads to a clear, and then... Okay, yes, so Isagi, they go up, they're on the offensive now, they're going crazy, and then out of nowhere, they're about to get shut down, and then Baro, the king, comes, and then he steals the ball from his own teammate, and then he pretty much goes full, like, Incredible Hulk, and he just boots that shit into the goal. But no one's expecting him to steal the ball from his own teammate, so it's open, so he just gets there. And then we're hitting the last 2 episodes, the finale. So... things are getting really close. I think that it's tie game right now. So Rin he pretty much crashes the hell out on his older brother. I don't know. I think it begins in this episode closer to the end. So pretty much it's just some intense soccer throughout the entire game. And then at the end it focuses on Rin, and he pretty much goes full Sasuke, like when he sees Itachi for the first time when he knocked on Naruto's door. He goes berserk here. Like he sticks his tongue out, his eyes are swirls. The animation here was beautiful. They did a really great job. And then episode 14, Last Attack, it was beautiful. It was the best episode in the whole show. I loved every second of it. Blue Lock, of course, it had to end with Isagi scoring his first goal, and this is due to Rin missing the shot after he went like on full rampage. He was analyzing kids' games in under a nanosecond. He was doing everything he can to get to the goal, and it was working. No one could stop him. And then his brother took the ball, and then they had a great like 1v1 like of him hawking the shit out of his brother, defending the fuck out of him. And then after that, what's his name? Itoshi? I'll just call him Sai. Sai was going crazy. He's a genius. He's the best player on the field. And then Rin, since he's like in his rage, he has his tongue sticking out like he's prime Michael Jordan. He hawks it. He steals the ball after he does like, you can't see my feet. He does like he does that one. He kicks the ball, like, and then he boots it. He gets it, and he shoots, and I believe it was a crossbar. I might be wrong. And then Isagi, he's like, I predicted this was going to happen. Because he can see into the future, right? Even though he can't, but the puzzle piece is in his brain. So he's there. He scores the final goal, and that's during the 1 minute additional time. And then it's game over. The crowd goes wild. Everyone is going crazy. Blue Lock wins. And then there's like, I really love the scene in the post-game interview where the bald dude that looks like Connie from Attack on Titan pushes Isagi in front of like the thing. And it's his first interview on TV. It's probably his first interview ever. And then they're like talking, and he says, what comes next? And then he says, I don't remember what he said before this, but he like put his hands behind his back like he's doing the Attack on Titan salute. And then he said, I am going to lead Japan to a world title. And then the crowd lost its mind. Everyone that saw the episode lost its mind. This episode is perfect. I absolutely loved every second of it. And then the credits roll a little early, but after the credits it shows Ego talking to, like, I guess the shareholders or whatever, and it's just like a million people on the different screens, and everyone presses agree. So Blue Lock continues, and then it shows Isagi talking to Rin because he's sitting down instead of celebrating with everybody else, and Rin is pissed the hell off. He's like, Isagi, I'm your rival now. So that means before Rin was up here, Isagi was here, and now Rin sees them, they're at the same. So Isagi leveled up. he's a god now. And then it cuts to some dude who has like he has a blue rose tattoo. He was emitting some crazy aura. And then he said, I forgot what he said. He probably said like, I'm coming for you or something stupid. And then that was it. That was the end of the episode. And I really loved the season. I know early season had a lot of mixed and feelings and bad reviews due to the animation, but I think they did a great job. If you watch it, you can definitely see that the budget went to the latter half of the season, and I think for good reason, because having over a 9 rated episode is something very few animes achieve. It is beautiful. I loved it. If you haven't seen Blue Lock, I think I would highly recommend it. You should check it out. And yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, please, and let me know if there's anything you would like me to rate. I want to start doing more ratings on anime and movie, and I even have a video about Super Mario Sunshine that's going to come out after I beat the game. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye.